Hey everybody.
Hello! This is Frank and Carrie. Carrie's had the COVIDs, so we haven't been working on the Mooreland House very much because we're quarantined. I tested negative, but I still, according to the state of Kentucky, am required to stay in the house. And Carrie doesn't feel like getting out at all anyway.
No.
But as far as, we figured we'd put out an update on the Mooreland House. Right now we're waiting on warmer weather. We have some quick lime on order so we can do some hot lime mortar, so we can do all the stone work and all that. And we also have to have warmer weather in order to do the flat roofs. So while we're waiting, we hadn't really ever taken a property tour. And the other day we were down there with the drone, and we actually took the drone around the property. So
Frank took it. I'm not a good enough pilot.
Well, we do have footage of you getting one stuck in the tree.
Yeah.
Or the drone struck in the tree.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to see if we can talk through the video. We'll go ahead and we'll be down in the corner, I think, if we can get it to work right. We'll be down in the corner talking about what we see as we go through the video of the property tour. So the first thing we see is the entrance with our fancy gates and our no trespassing sign. It's just stuff that we found around the property to start the entrance, just so we can get something that so people don't constantly drive up in the entryway. And it still says Ashfeld Manor on the entry posts, but we don't want to pull up that sign until we don't want to wreck anything. So
No. And when I was attempting to fly the drone myself, I was trying to fly up the driveway like Frank did, except I crashed it into a tree and forgot to hit record until I was in the tree. So that's why I don't fly the drone. But
we own 3 acres around the Mooreland House. Off to the left side you'll see the tree line. Those cedars are the tree line off to the left side, and the right side, pretty much where it's not mown, where the grass isn't mowed down.
yeah.
That's our property line on the right side.
Mm-hmm. The nice thing back there by the entrance, there's those 2 great big sycamores, each on either side of the driveway. Is they're really pretty in the summer.
Well, people might think they block the house, but
They do. They do.
we're fine with having big trees. Right here is, those are some things but we're right at the bottom of the heart shape. Now we're going up the left side of the heart-shaped driveway. And we got some dead trees, and you'll see a lot of debris piles around the property. We've been trying to work on the other stuff.
We're collecting those. It's hauling all that stuff is not a priority right now. So
these are Osage orange trees at the very front of the property. There were 6 planted originally.
Right.
We
our son-in-law Matthew, and you've seen in a past video, he cleaned around 3 of them before he tweaked his back. So bless his heart. But we appreciated him cleaning those up for us. It made a huge difference in the appearance of those trees.
And this is a view almost everybody's seen many times, is the front of the Mooreland House.
Yeah, she's looking kind of rough right now, just with everything.
Well,
we took
as
down,
we told people, it has to look worse before it gets better.
We took that dormer down and all those stone down, and so we have debris from that right underneath there. We have the stones off to the left, which you can see the pile of them there.
And as we took down the front of the dormer, we found out that we're gonna have to take down all the stone where that big crack is going down in that in the front of the house there, under the Lowe's paper.
Yeah.
Almost all that stone's gonna have to come down, and then we'll put it back together and put it up.
But we are documenting, of course, which we said in another previous video, we're documenting where the stones go and all that. So it should be fairly easy. I say fairly.
This is part of the house not many people have seen, is the curved wall.
Yeah.
It's kind of hidden by these pine trees.
Now that is the library on the first floor, and then it was the guest room with full bath. That's where those curved windows are, to give you reference of where the interior is. Those were on the tour videos we just put out, and you can see the curve of the windows, which is really cool. But those trees right there,
We have been in there and trimmed a little bit of them so we can get to the top of that. We can't decide whether we're supposed to call it a carriage porch or a carport or a portico. Or in some newspaper clipping we saw, it was called a storm porch.
So yeah. But those are nightshade pine trees. Is that what they? I think that's what someone called them. They have little tiny pine cones everywhere. And there you see a shot of the garage and the...
Some people haven't even seen the tenant house. That's the tenant house in the back, and a small garage.
Right.
It's not really a car garage, it's more of a shed garage.
I like the word cottage instead of tenant house. Cottage seems...
Carrie calls it the cottage.
Cottage. So, and you'll see piles of bricks and all sorts of stuff laying around, but that's
our debris piles.
Yeah. And
we're putting a whole lot of debris piles around the place so we can have a work day and invite everybody over to...
Yeah. But all that debris there on the right is from when we redid that, when that roof, that first flat roof we were messing with. So, and these great big old magnolias.
That's the spring house.
Spring house there. And
the little tiny, looks like a well house.
There's the garage. And there's so many different types of bushes. I couldn't even name them all, but
and they're so overgrown we don't even know how to.
Some of them we can't even get Bertha back there to do it because we're not sure where some of the lines go. So, and we certainly don't want Bertha breaking through.
But the cottage is about 1,100 square feet. It's a 1.5 story. And it's older than the Mooreland House.
Yeah.
That's what we've heard. It was there when the Mooreland House was built.
And it has lots of cracks in the brick, and we'll get to this as well. The door keeps coming open. We finally got it being to close, and this is just some of the debris that was there. The
big X there that looks on the side of the wall there, that's where they've repaired it with cement mortar.
Right.
So it's slowly deteriorating the lime mortar behind it.
The roof there, the porch roof is totally gone. It had 1x material as the roof, and it's rotted through.
You really should replace roofing material before it rots out the wood.
Yeah. But
pro tip.
Pro tip, yeah. But this side of the cottage also has a lot of need of repair in the mortar. But you can see those big, beautiful magnolia trees. I have a love-hate relationship with them.
Yeah, we've since found out magnolia trees obviously are evergreens.
They're a type of evergreen, yeah.
We did not know that before. We do now know that.
Yes, they are one of the dirtiest trees I've ever come across.
This is the back of the house. Not many people have seen this shot.
Yeah.
That is a shot of the kitchen and the
back porch.
Kitchen back porch.
Yeah, that you saw us build that temporary wall. There's a shot through the window.
And there's the back staircase to the basement. It's all locked basement. Up. Creepy basement.
Yeah.
Carrie just asked what all that white is on the brick, and that used to be covered with ivy, so that was all covered up.
I had forgotten about that. And you can see a shot there is the stained glass, a peekaboo of that. Frank goes around and you catch it. But that's the kitchen roof. He repaired a hole up there.
There was a shot of me in the picture.
Did you wave?
No, I didn't know.
But that orange fencing we put up when we first bought the house to keep.
Well, at the time, things were falling off the top of the house.
Right.
Now we've repaired some of that slate.
Yeah, I think the only place it's left is around those bushes there, by those trees.
But here's more of that white stuff on the brick. It's from just bricks being wet and mildew and stuff coming out of them.
Now, we have not shown you the interior of the house here. This is that bathroom and little powder room.
There's the hallway back to the kitchen right ahead of us.
And the window on the left was to a pantry or to the back stairwell that used to be to the basement. And there's
this is the first flat roof we fixed.
Right.
Well, temporarily fixed. It still has the...
But that wall right in front of you, that is the maid's room, and that temporary wall. And it seems to be holding up pretty well.
Keeps the water out.
Keeps the water out.
Mainly.
And this does not. You know, it's doing a pretty good job, that flat roof, but it was not designed to do what it's doing.
No.
But
it was not designed to be there for
months. But there's the stained glass window, still well protected.
And the scaffolding that goes up so we can get out the top window.
Mm-hmm. So, but we, you know, all in order.
We've seen a newscaster get out that window and climb onto that scaffolding.
Yeah, we did. Just waiting for the warmer weather so we can get up there and finish. That'll be nice, and we can get that finished and move on to a different area and fix it all up. Get all the holes fixed. That'll be nice.
We got some tall chimneys.
Yeah, we do. Need some repointing on those as well.
Yeah.
But definitely you can see.
Well, I think they saw how all the brick was coming off.
Yeah, and this area, was covered with trees and bushes. I mean, we had to crawl our way back there to even see what was really back there. You couldn't even see that area.
I think we took care of that in removing the brush or something like that.
Aaron and Matthew were here during all that, and they were very helpful in all that. But yeah, the stone stair.
But you can see our property goes to where it's not mowed anymore.
Mm-hmm. And back there, where all those trees are straight ahead, is where the old greenhouses were. And from our understanding, this was used to be what they call a gentleman's farm, because they grew tobacco, and that's where
gentlemen grow tobacco.
I guess so. They had all their. That's where they would start their little seedlings, I guess.
More magnolia trees.
Oh, those magnolia trees.
I don't know that the white vinyl siding really went with the spirit or era of the house.
No, I don't think so.
I think the house rejected it.
Chewed it up, spit it off.
This area was in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, you can see that temporary wall that we built in there to hold the roof up.
Well, that's because there wasn't anything left of that wall.
And you saw the
video. A place where I fixed the slate.
And it's doing a real good job.
Well, it doesn't leak in there no more at that spot.
Not at that spot, no. So, coming along, and that is the butler's pantry right in there.
Yep.
And then the breakfast room. That window that you see right there is the breakfast room, above or below the maid's room, which.
In general, the mortar is in fairly decent shape around the house.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to do a lot of pointing, but it's in good shape for being 130 years old.
And that's the other wall that we rebuilt of the maid's room and the little flat roof.
And that's the only flat roof that doesn't leak.
That's the only one that doesn't leak.
I don't know what they did, but it doesn't leak.
But that's also in the breakfast room as well. So, and that window right there is about, what, 4.5 feet wide?
I don't know.
It's a huge window.
They sure did make big windows back then.
Yes, they did. And you peekaboo through there. So, and that's where the electricity came in, when it actually came in.
But it has been pulled down since, probably by some ice storm somewhere.
Yeah.
Another magnolia tree debris fly.
Yeah, yeah. You might see some Christmas debris in there as well, because when we were throwing some stuff out of the attic, there was a lot of old Christmas stuff that had raccoon yuck, and so just to quickly get it out of there, we just kind of tossed it out a window. But there you see the dining room, and then there's that
Anita's room.
Anita's room, yes.
Any place you see the crown molding bulged out like that, it's because there's brick has fallen out of the wall and is trying to push out the crown molding.
The black vultures used to walk up and down that box cutter, and they would stomp on it,
trying to get back in.
Yeah, it was kind of weird the first few times, and then you'd have the window open and you'd be over there at the window to do something, they'd peekaboo at you and it'd startle you a bit.
Maid's room, under the Lowe's, really fancy Lowe's.
Excuse me.
You got the Coronas.
I do.
You actually do.
I actually do. And there's Bertha. Yeah.
This is the south portico?
Yes, and that is attached to the parlor and to the dining room. The one of the windows goes to the dining room, and then there's French doors in there that go into the parlor. So, as we know it as the parlor. So, very pretty. There, we know there's some broken windows in there, but we did, with some patchwork that we did, we're able to keep a lot of water from going in there this time. So that's been really good.
Good old temporary patches.
Yeah, and those windows that you see right there, those go to the master bedroom. And then
boarded up windows in the attic.
In the attic and in the very top. And of course, you saw what that looked like. And I'll be so excited when we get that flat roof right there done.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
And you can see the cap we put on.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that still leaks. Well, you can see you can see the holes in the metal. I mean, that's.
However, it's keeping quite a bit of water out. Now that's not a gaping.
And that's
hole.
our copper colored roof.
Mm-hmm. So.
And now we're back around to the front of the house.
Right.
Which everybody's seen many, many times.
Right. So.
Sure is a strange roof line. We got a lot of different angles and.
It is. It is.
There's another place where the crown molding's bulged out.
Yeah, and there you see on the right is again the master bedroom, and then the upper hallway. And then Minnie Ball's room is there on the left. That one's all boarded up. And then the music room there on the left, and the parlor there on the right.
All the slate in the portico and some lumber still there.
Yeah, that bench you see is just leftover limestone when they repaired the porch. So, FYI, don't run into that, it hurts.
It doesn't move, I'm sure.
No, it left a pretty good bruise.
But that's the end of the tour.
Yeah.
What do we have next? We're supposed to go pick up our quicklime.
Yeah.
And we already have the roofing material. And we'll be putting out some more videos. What's our next video?
I don't know. I'll have to look. I have them. I was not up to doing a whole lot this week, so.
We did this instead. We thought we'd give an update and let everybody know what's going on and we had never done a property tour, so
No.
now we hope that it'll help anybody so they can get a bigger picture of what's going on.
Yeah. So, anyway, thanks.
Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and don't forget to go to, we do have a website.
Yes.
And we don't ever say anything about it, but it's moorelandhouse.com.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description below.
And we also have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're on the YouTube channel. All right.
All right, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Frank and Carrie's Adventures. We really enjoy making these videos and appreciate you joining us on our journey. So feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, feel free to share our videos, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can know when a new video comes out. Until next time.
Yes, my wool socks are drying. They don't go in the dryer. So somebody's helping them dry. Are you helping them dry? Are you helping them dry? Yeah. Silly girl. Are you helping my socks dry? Are you helping my socks dry? Are you helping my socks dry? Silly girl.